I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The Oppo Find N5 is finally here. It's my first Oppo device. I know it's kind of like OnePlus, but it's kind of not. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm in total shock. Like I never realized in today's times a new phone can come out and completely surprise me, because let's be honest, a lot of phones nowadays, they're the same thing over and over again. But this phone, oh boy. This phone is everything that I wanted the Galaxy Z Fold 6 to be. I mean, just think about it. Every complaint you had about the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is not only fixed here, but they added more to it. First things first, look how thin it is. It's so thin, the USB port is barely able to fit. But just because it's thin does not mean it compromises. Thanos would love this phone because it has the perfect balance of being basically as thin as an iPhone 16 Pro Max with enough battery to make your friends jealous. This makes the Z Fold 6 look like it went to the local buffet a bit too much, and the camera bump is definitely enough to impress your girlfriend. Oppo and OnePlus share a lot of similarities, so you still get to enjoy the mute, vibrate, and ring slider. Yes, you have it even on the thinnest bifold phone in the world. Hey, it's so thin, it's actually the camera's focusing on my face and not on the phone. Like, I can't. The camera doesn't even think it's there. That's how thin it is. So what about the cameras, which is arguably the weakest part of a folding phone? Until now. The photos this phone takes with its Hasselblad partnership is incredible, and not only does it look better than some flagships out there, but when you realize you're taking these photos from a folding phone, it just becomes even more impressive. I don't think I took a bad photo with this phone, and its selfie camera is wide enough to get everything into frame. I can finally enjoy a folding phone without compromising on the camera. I mean, geez, look how... When you see this phone, it means business, okay? This is you, right? This is the guy she tells you not to worry about. Like, you know who wears the pants in the relationship, you know what I mean? Like I mentioned in the beginning, there are no compromises with this phone being so slim. The battery capacity on this phone is a whopping 5,600 milliamp hours, which makes it 1,200 more than the Z Fold 6 and 1,000 more than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And yet it weighs 2 grams heavier than the iPhone and 10 grams lighter than the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Guys, are you understanding this? I mean, honestly, how? I have no idea how Oppo made this phone with a large battery, yet so slim and so manageable with one hand. When you're holding this phone with one hand, you don't even realize it's a folding phone. I don't know what kind of alien technology Oppo is working with, but continue. Speaking of battery, yeah, you'd be delighted to know that this phone has super fast charging as well, up to 80 watts, and yes, it comes included with a charger in the box. You hear that, Samsung? Yep. That means a full charge from 0 to 100% on this phone should take you around 45 to 50 minutes, which is, ironically, 45 minutes faster than the Z Fold 6. I mean, look, sorry, I don't mean to make this a comparison video, I'm really not, but how could I not? This phone is absolutely bananas. You know what, now that I come to think of it, why bananas? Like, why is that even a saying? Now, the display on this phone, or actually should I say the two displays on this phone, they are incredible, and I absolutely love how Oppo added in the anti-reflective layer to the inside display, which really does work. I mean, it dramatically reduces glare, which is needed because the inside display is obviously, you know, it has a layer of plastic above it. It's not completely glass, and obviously plastic is going to be more reflective than glass. So the fact that they did that, I mean, man, it adds usability and comfort when you're outside to like a whole new level. Watching movies on the inside or even the outside display is going to be a non-issue. It gets bright enough to be seen in any condition, and it even supports most HDR formats as well, you know, from HDR10 Plus to Dolby Vision. And if we take a look at the crease, it's barely there. Like, I don't know how Oppo managed to hide it so well while making the phone so slim. It's that damn alien technology, I swear. But of course, not everything can be perfect because there always just has to be something about the phone that makes you go, oh, That's why. The haptics is what I'm talking about. The haptics on this phone are okay. Obviously, if you want good haptics, you need a bigger, a thicker phone. Basically, this phone is so slim, the haptic motors are smaller, therefore you have less of that punchy feeling. So the Z Fold 6, in my opinion, or even really any standard phone, is going to have a bit better haptic feelings, but for me, that's not a deal breaker. I really prefer comfort, lightweight, great battery over haptics. But what do you guys think? Moving on to the speakers, they do sound good even from a thin device. It's more than enough for movie watching or death scrolling TikTok at 3 in the morning.
We've always taught you to question authority, and I love that about you, but it's time to get in the damn car! In your cursing car! Let's go, buckle up, buckle up, buckle up!
Now, even though I've been only using the phone for about a couple days, I've been really enjoying ColorOS 15. You can do a lot of customizations without downloading any third-party app or launcher, which is great if you want to make your phone a bit more personalized to you. Overall, I've been really enjoying the Oppo Find N5. I mean, it is such a good device. Like I said, it fixes everything that I wanted to be fixed from the Z Fold 6. You have a larger cover display, so with the Z Fold 6, as you guys can tell, it's a bit thin looking, but this, I mean, look at that. The cameras are better, faster charging, better battery life. I mean, this is what I wanted the Z Fold 6 to be, and how can my first impressions not reflect on that? It's incredible. It's really a good phone, but it's only a first impressions, right? Things could go downhill from here. Who knows? So if you do want to see an update video in the near future, maybe after a week of using the phone, definitely subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when that video drops. And if you guys found this video to be entertaining, you liked it, you found it sad or something, definitely click that like button. And as always, that's it. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.